Hello and welcome to my creative space. Welcome to another DIY video. Today I'm really excited because I get to share my first 2025 fall DIY inspired video. I can't wait to show you, so let's jump right in. For this project, I'm gonna be taking this pumpkin wood cutout and this candle holder from Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna be using these half pearls that I had purchased from Hobby Lobby a long time ago. What I'm gonna do first is choose my pearls. I have pearls that I'm going to be using. I tried two sizes, a medium and a large, and I really like the large ones. I think they look better, and I'm going to pick those, and then I'm going to glue them all around the pumpkin. And for the stem, I will be using the medium size half pearls. Like I said, I had these ones for a long time. I purchased this pack from Hobby Lobby. At some point, it was on sale, and I purchased it, and I've used it in a couple of other projects, but I still have a lot. Okay, so once that was done, gluing all the half pearls, this is what the pumpkin's looking, and I love it. I also end up switching the candle holder for a white one since I thought it looked way better with the pearls. And all I'm going to do is hot glue it to the back. And here it is. We've created a beautiful tray and I love it. So let me show you the end result. Creative Squad, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this video so far. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Wendy and I love sharing my creative space with you. And if you're not already, I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining this Creative Squad. Subscribing and sharing my video helps my channel a lot, so thank you in advance. Also, I will be uploading a new video once a week and I'm so excited because we are approaching many holidays, fall, Halloween, Christmas, which are super exciting to DIY. And since we're talking about DIYs, let's jump back into the video. For this project, I'm going to be using this pumpkin sign as well as this wreath, 18-inch wreath from Dollar Tree, and this ribbon. I'm going to be using some of these Pampas and some greenery. I don't end up using these flowers, but I do use some similars in the color orange. Now, what I'm going to do first is take the pumpkin sign and I'm removing the little leaf that it comes with it. And once I remove it, I then remove the hanger off of it, which is super easy to do. And what we're going to do next is take this really pretty burnt orange ribbon, and I'm going to cut about 7 strips about the same size. I did not measure them, just making sure that they're a little bit bigger than the pumpkin sign. Once I have all the pieces, I place them on top of the sign just to make sure I have enough to cover. And now we're going to take my glue gun and we're going to start gluing these pieces together. I'm gonna do one by one, and I'm gluing them on one edge, and then I'm gonna continue to do that until I glue all of them together. And I'm gonna be creating some type of fabric. I wanted to use some burlap fabric, but I didn't have any, and then I really like this orangey color, which I think it ended up working out better. This is what we got working with. Now that I have all my pieces glued together, I'm going to take my glue gun and I'm going to start gluing it to the back of the pumpkin, and we're going to just glue the edges. Then once I do that, I'm going to glue some of it, like half of this pumpkin, I'm gonna glue it down, and then we are going to stuff our pumpkin. Now you can use paper, some plastic bags if you don't have Poly-fil. I had this bag laying around for a long time and it came in handy, perfect for this project, so I filled in mine with the Poly-fil. You can also find it at craft stores like Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I've had this one from Hobby Lobby for a long time ago. I don't even know how much I paid for it. It was probably on sale since I try to purchase this kind of stuff when it's on sale. Now we're gonna go back to finishing gluing this pumpkin together, and of course you can skip this step, but how cool does this pumpkin look like? I absolutely love it for the vision I had. I got inspired by a wreath that I found on Pinterest, and I decided to make it my own, and here we are. Now for the stem, you can leave it as is, but I'm gonna add some burlap ribbon to it because I think it's a good contrast with the ribbon that we already put on there. And I'm gonna hot glue it into place, which by the way, I have this pink glue gun, which I love that it's pink, but I am missing my yellow glue gun that I cannot find for my life. We recently moved, well, a few months ago we moved, and I know I put it somewhere. I just can't find it, and I had to purchase this one, and it was like a really cheap one I found at Hobby Lobby. And I'm really happy it's pink, but it's not as good as my glue gun that my best friend gifted me, and I can find it, but I will find it hopefully soon because I really need it. But anyways, jumping back into the DIY. As you can see, that pumpkin is going to go in the center of a wreath, and in order to be able to glue it there, I have to add some support. So I had this wooden dowel that I cut to the size of this wreath, and I added some glue just so it's not moving around, but I'm also going to secure it with some zip ties. So once it's secured, we're gonna cut the axis, and then here we are. Now we are going to take these Pampas. Of course, you can do florals from Dollar Tree or anything else you might have at hand. I had these Pampas. These ones are a little bit on the drier side, but I think they still look really cute. My husband works doing landscaping, and when it's around the time that it's time to cut them down, he picks them up and he brings them home. So I had these ones for a while now, and they're pretty rough, but I think they look pretty cool to me. Let me know what your thoughts in the comments down below. If you wanna recreate this idea, I have a link in my storefront where you can buy some Pampas off of Amazon, and they would work just fine, and they'll probably be a little bit more alive than mine. But anyway, so what I did is zip tied all around the wreath my Pampas. And now I'm gonna take this burnt orange flowers that go perfect and match perfect with our pumpkin. And before we do that, now it's time to glue the pumpkin down. I'm gonna use some hot glue, and then I'm gonna hold down the pumpkin until it's glued. And then we're gonna have fun, and we're gonna decorate our wreath. I add these orangey flowers all around, and then I had these little what are these, like berries? I'm not sure what they're called, but they're a little bit more on the yellowish, whitish side. So I think they popped perfectly against the Pampas. And I thought I was done, and I found these leaves that I had since last year. Some of them are burlap, and the other it's a fall leather. And I thought they looked really cool if I glued them onto the pumpkin. And so I did. And then I found these wired berries, and I really liked how it looked once I curled them. So I cut a bunch of them, and I'm going to glue them all around my wreath, and I just really love what it did to it. To me, it looks really cool. I end up adding some to the actual pumpkin, and that is all for this project. I think this one is my favorite. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you had a favorite in this video, would you have changed anything? I would love to hear it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me show you the end result. Creative Squad, if you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching. If you're looking for more inspo, then check out one of these videos, and I will see you on my next DIY. Bye!